Hold on. What's going on, YouTube? Slimmer6 here, back again with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be speaking on weed. I'm going to be speaking on addiction. I'm going to be speaking on you'll never be bigger than the things that you let go. Now, you might be a sailboat. You might be a battleship. You might be a cruise ship. You might be a fisher boat. But as long as that fisher boat or that cruise ship got the anchor down, or it's tied to the shore, it's tied to the dock, it ain't never gonna go nowhere. You feel me? So it's the same thing with weed. It's like, as long as you got this shit holding you back, it's gonna be hard for you to save your money. It's gonna be hard for you to use your time wisely. It's gonna be hard for you to choose the right people to be in your life. It's gonna be hard for you to get work done because you place that weed ahead of getting work done. You place that weed ahead of building proper relationships. You place smoking that weed ahead of taking care of yourself and taking care of your health. So sometimes it's days where you rather smoke than eat. It's days you rather smoke than sleep. So through this addiction, you've failed to take care of yourself. You've neglected yourself. Now that ship is sinking. It's different now. So before you had a ship that was stuck at bay, but that ship been there for so long that now it's starting to rot out. No maintenance. You're not taking the proper care, proper time. Now that ship is sinking. But you don't realize it because the water's creeping in so slowly. Money's left your bank account so slowly. You didn't notice it was $40, $50 a day. You didn't notice. You didn't notice when, you know what I'm saying? Now you can't put gas in your car because you were smoking actual gas. Now you can't, you feel me? You can't take shorty out because you spent a dinner date on a half. Now you can't pay your bills because you spent bill money on weed. You know what I'm saying? Money that was there to take care of business, you used that to go smoke because you wanted to feel better at the time. But you never blamed the weed for holding you back. You never blamed the weed for setting you back. You always put it on something else or somebody else and make it someone else's fault. But it was really you and the weed all along. You know what I'm saying? The feelings that you didn't want to face, the anger that you had inside, whatever you felt inside, the sadness, you didn't want to face that. So you self-medicated and you covered that up, and it's still there. And it even still presents itself from time to time, but you fail to catch it, and then you end up hurting people because you never really took care of that. You just self-medicated with the weed. You just kept hitting the joint, felt like that would make you forget, that would make you feel better. But these things, they still traumatize you, so you still act out, you know what I'm saying? So whatever weed pretends to medicate or pretends to heal or cover up whatever wound that it might look like it's covering up, it's really not. You're really still damaged. You're really still hurt. You really got to address whatever you went through, whatever you got going on, you know what I'm saying, to really come to terms and come to understanding with it. Because sometimes you can't just smoke the pain away. You got to look at whatever you're facing in the face. Sometimes it's like, damn, I didn't do enough. And that could be a real thought. That could be a real feeling. And you might have to like sit in that and accept it. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I didn't work hard enough. You got to accept that. And you got to internalize that and be like, maybe I didn't work hard enough. I need to do better. Maybe I should have been on time. We can't mask things. We got to hold each other accountable, and we got to hold ourselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my little analogy for the YouTube for the night. It's like, you're never going to be bigger than whatever's holding you back. You're never going to be bigger than whatever's holding you down. Whatever it is that you need to improve upon, you got to really stop doing the shit that's been holding you back and then focus on what you need to improve on and build on that, because it's kind of like a snowball effect. If you're building good actions on top of good actions, you're building kind of a positivity snowball. In the same way snowball go downhill, imagine this one is going uphill with positivity and good actions. You're going to the gym, you're eating right, you're not smoking, you're saving money, you're going to work. All good actions, it's all going up. Now let's just say you smoking weed, you gambling, you playing the game, you're not working out, you're not eating. All bad actions coming down. You feel me? And all these bad actions, but you smoking the weed, So it feels like it's good actions. You're really going downhill, but it feels like you're going uphill. Then you realize you're at the bottom of the hill. Then you crash out. That's usually how it goes. So it's like going downhill, it feels like you're going uphill sometimes. It feels like momentum, because downward momentum is momentum too. And so is upward trajectory. They both forms of momentum, so it feels like movement. But when you reach the bottom, you crash out. And it's like we continue towards the bottom, whether we're on a smoking spree, you feel me? You smoking back to back to back, you crashing out, or you spinning it all, you going crazy, you acting wild, whatever you got going on is either an upward spiral or a downward spiral. Me being on here, I want to get you in the trajectory of being in an upward spiral. Whatever you got going on. I don't care if you do music. I don't care if you work. I don't care if you work out. Whatever you're doing, those positive habits, you need to build on those and create an upward spiral that's going to drag you on up. You feel me? Because you got upward momentum, you got downward momentum. You got shit that's bothering you and you're covering it up and you're spending your money to cover it up and you're wasting your time covering it up, right? And you're going downhill, you don't even see it coming. You don't even feel it. And then when you hit the bottom, you're like, damn, what the fuck happened? Because every day you mask that feeling. You mask that sense of despair or that pain, that anguish, whatever it is that you're running from. You're masking it, but you're really going downhill because you spent money. So take 50 out, take 25 out, take 100 out, whatever you had. That could have went towards something else. That could have invested in your education, the skill, something that you wanted to do. Maybe a business plan, a strategy, an investment. It could have sent you up on out of here. You feel me? But you just took yourself down a notch. Then you sat down for an hour to smoke. You feel me? Then you sat down for 2-3 hours to smoke and play the game. So even though you did relax, which is a form of healing, you wasted a lot of time. And then you looking, being like, damn, I could have been driving Uber that whole time. Damn, I could have did some overtime. Damn, I could have worked on my music. I could have worked on my YouTube. I could have worked on this. I could have worked on whatever, photography, whatever you got going on, whatever your skill is, whatever your hobby is. I could have put it towards that. Now, one thing I do agree on is if, let's say you're a photographer and you smoke weed and do your photography, I'm cool with that. Or if you do music and you smoke, I'm cool with that because you're using the weed to be creative. You feel me? But what about all the time where you're just sitting down and you smoking, you're just wasting the time? You got to use that weed to be more creative. You feel me? So that was a Travis Scott video. But nah, we're going to have the Slimmer 6 music looping in the background. You feel me? We're going to have my shit looping in the background, not nobody else's shit. You feel me? Even though, shout out to them. But like I said, you want to create an upward trajectory. You want upward momentum. You want upward motion. You don't want to be tied to the dock. You don't want to be stuck at bay. You don't want to be unable to move because you're unable to change something about what you got going on. You got to believe in yourself enough to make a change and offer the strength of that belief and the sense of pride and the sense of dignity that you gonna get from sticking to your guns and quitting this thing. Even me, because I relapse from time to time, right? You're gonna create positive momentum. You're gonna start saving money. You're gonna start using your time better. You're gonna start learning about how much you was hurting yourself financially, your lungs, your health. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel proud of yourself. You're gonna feel self-esteem. You're gonna feel a surge in your energy levels. You're gonna take that wave on out of here. It doesn't matter if you got a cruise ship. If it's stuck at bay, it's stuck at bay. It don't matter if you got a battleship. If it's stuck there, it's stuck there. It's not moving. It don't matter if it's just a sailboat or a little fisher boat or a kayak. If you tie it to the shit, if you tie it to the shore, it's not going nowhere. Same with us. You're smoking gas, you're not going nowhere. You've tied yourself up to the shore. You might have great potential. You might be a cruise ship. You might be able to go far and wide, but you can't because you tied to the shore. You can't go see what else is out there because by the time you You feel me? Smoke for the month. That's enough money to take a trip. That's enough money to go to school. That's enough money to get you a car. So if you're a slave to your habits and you're not where you want to be at, the only person that you can be upset with is yourself because you allowed yourself to be there. You felt like the shore was better than out at sea type shit. You felt like the shore was better than other countries and other destinations that you could have been at. You rather sit down and smoke than go to the gym. You rather smoke than work on your craft. You rather smoke than work on you, work on your channel, work on your page. You rather smoke than improve yourself. That's really what it all comes down to. That's really what I'm trying to get you to see. It's like, if you can't get no big, like, if you can't let that shit go, you'll never be bigger than it. You feel me? Like, that's the biggest thing you got going on in your life right now. It's the fact that you're smoking and you need to let that shit go so you can focus on what's really ahead of you and what's really going on. If you got some good shit going on, you don't want to cloud your head or cloud your judgment. You got to remain vigilant because now you have more to gain and you got more at stake. So you can't afford to not be sober when you're doing good with the shit neither. Because the successful people in life, they got more to keep afloat. You feel me? You don't want it to sink like the boat. You got more shit to keep afloat. So if you got more shit to keep afloat, you can't have the same vices as someone that don't got all that shit going on. You're going to slip up at some time. You need to stay sharp. The Bible will tell you to remain vigilant because your adversary, the devil, creeps around like a lion, waiting to stalk his prey. You feel me? So yeah. Like, that's pretty much the gist of it. Yeah, like, try to be bigger than your addiction, man. Try to get sober. Try to get your head clear. Try to gain back control of your time and your energy and your resources. Don't use all your energy to smoke. Don't use all your time to just smoke. If you can't let weed go, you'll never be bigger than weed type shit. You feel me? Like, it's always going to have a certain power over you. It's always going to have a hold or a certain level of control. It's going to interfere in your life, your work life, your personal life, whatever you got going on. It's going to be everlasting. It's going to be a persistent issue because you can't let it go. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm learning. Like, as soon as I let that go, I'll be able to experience greater wins in other avenues that I spend my time improving at. If I don't do that, then I'm not really growing. I'm not really developing. I'm not really getting better. So that's my message for y'all. Like, you'll never be bigger than the things that you let go of. You know what I'm saying? You'll never be bigger. If you can't let it go, you'll never be greater than that type shit. You ain't never gonna be greater than that because you won't let it go. Let it go type shit. Let it go. So you can't be afraid to improve. You can't be afraid to get better. You can't be afraid to change. You can't be worried about what they're going to say about you or what they're going to say to you because you're doing that, because you don't want to partake anymore, because you don't want to do this anymore. You just got to choose you, choose your future, choose your happiness, choose your empowerment, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. You don't have nobody else. You just have you, and you're responsible for your decisions and the choices that you made. One day you're going to look back and be like, damn, I spent a lot of time smoking. I spent a lot of time doing bullshit, shit that don't matter, shit that didn't add nothing to me. I spent a lot of time hanging with people that didn't mean me no good, hanging out with people that didn't want to see me win, hanging out with people that didn't want the best for me. You feel me? These people that, they just see me stuck here. The moment I tried to elevate from that day, felt some type of way type shit. You feel me? Your friends are going to discourage you. They're going to think you bullshit and you tell them that you want to quit weed. You know what I'm saying? They're going to think that you bullshit and you want to quit weed. You know what I'm saying? So do it for you. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Trust yourself. Enough to let these things go. Because the weed is not showing you it's not giving you anything. It's really just like whatever high you are experiencing, it was always inside. You always had that within you. Whatever creativity you felt, it's always been there. The weed just brought it out, but now you know it's there. So find another way to tap in and get to that. You feel me? Get back in love with life and just being mindful and just being present in the moment. And that's pretty much it. That's just my message. That's just like a positive, good message for y'all, bro. Like, whatever's holding you back, you gotta let it go. Whatever's holding you back, you just gotta let it go. You can't allow yourself to remain in the same place. Cause me, I'm 32. I was once 25. Smoking weed, I felt like it was the most innocent thing in the world. Spending time in my car to smoke, spending time in the park to smoke, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm 32. I'm like, damn, where them 7 years went that I was smoking? Where them 7 years went? It just went by. I didn't even know what was going on. Before you even know it, it's gone. Time. You feel me? So it's like you wasting time. Time is so precious. It's so valuable. You wasting your money that you spent your time to get, to waste your time smoking. You see why you need to quit? You spending your money that you spent your time to get, to spend your time smoking so people can have less a quality of time with you. Because you're barely coherent, you look like you about to go to sleep, and you smell bad, so they're not going to spend a good quality time with you. And so that's not even the best way to present yourself at the moment. And anywhere you go, they like, he's not on point. So you're spending your money to be slowed down. You're spending your money to be mediocre. You're spending your money to not be at your best, to not be optimal. So that's my message, man. Be optimal, be better, be Optimus Prime. Slimmer 6 signing out.